Don't be lucky, geez.
Hello, welcome to Guns and Ribbons Live. Trev, you caught me after I've had a 3 hour web thing, and I've just got out to grab my lunch. I was expecting you earlier on my lunch break to get in touch with us, but you're live out in Bodo. How you doing, mate?
I'm all right, mate. Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't get on earlier, but I've been busy, folk. Busy
Busy doing what?
topping up the credit card bill, mate. It's, it's not it's not Benidorm beer prices. I can assure you, mate. Oh,
I know I've been
unbelievable.
I've been chatting to some of the lads on WhatsApp and everything else, and they're talking about like 4 rounds of drinks and like 4 pints of five, 60 and stuff. Just ridiculous.
Yeah, this is like £11 this pint, and it's flat as a pancake. No good.
11. Yeah, they don't look fantastic. I must admit, as much as the beer is very expensive, and my health wasn't great over the last few days, I probably wouldn't have been able to go. But I'm very jealous watching all the posts on Twitter going up of people jumping on the planes yesterday, and pictures
Yeah.
of seeing Bodo and everything else. Tell us what it's like out there, mate.
Well, it's like Manchester in the winter, mate. Wet and dreary. But no, on a serious note, it's a great little town. There's just Bodo flags everywhere. They're football crazy. This is the biggest thing that's ever happened to their club. The Arsenal have come to town. All the Bodo fans meet in town tonight, and they all march to their own stadium together. Arsenal fans, excuse me, burping. I do apologise. Arsenal
So give me the
fans have
cash you're going
been,
to get in that beer.
yeah, yeah. We've been asked not to use the route they do to the stadium because they're all marching to the stadium. But you can understand it because Fergus, they've only come to see the Arsenal stand. You know what I mean? The biggest thing that's ever
Absolutely,
happened to them. But it's a lovely
absolutely.
town. It's all on the water. It's a lovely hotel. We've got rooms overlooking the water. There's a few hundred Arsenal fans here. Some really lovely fellas here, and we're having a great. We really are having a great time. I've
For
just come
anybody,
back to the hotel. It's a bit quiet. I've just come back to the hotel because I've been out all day, but I've come back to get some layers on for tonight, get me long johns on, etc. Because it's going to be cold at the game, but
I
I
get
can't
more
wait.
money. I get more
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Just for
Oh,
anybody who doesn't know how far north this place is, um, there's Oslo, that red dot, and it's how many hours flight was it from Oslo to
it was
Bodo?
it was an hour and a half internal flight, Fergus. Well, we had a tailwind. He did it in an hour and 20 minutes.
So
Um, it's the,
that's like from London to what, Edinburgh, Aberdeen, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a funny little town. It's the only away game I've ever been to where you can come out of the airport and walk to your hotel. All the Arsenal fans were amazed. You just come out of the airport, walk like through like this big housing estate thing, and you're in the town. And all the pubs and hotels are here. It's lovely. It really is. It's so different to anything I've experienced at an away game.
So you had a couple of drinks in the sports bar with all the other Gooners last night, which is that's home fans only today, I believe, and you're all going down to, is it Lusitania Club or something like that? Is it?
Yeah, it's just up the road from our hotel. That place. We're going to go in after. We're going to walk up from here in a bit, straight from our hotel. But we'll
Yeah.
be in there after. Yeah, we were in the sports bar last night with quite a few Arsenal fans, but we all sort of converged on the hotel today because we all had to pick up our tickets. So we all sort of converged on the hotel. We had a few in there with a few lads that we know and had a nice afternoon. And in fairness to the Arsenal, it worked really well. They had plenty of staff there. They had two queues with different surnames, and everybody's ticket was in an envelope. So it's only a paper ticket that they printed off for us, but fair dues to them. And the hotel did really well because they had us all in there having a load of beer. So
And
everyone did well.
again, you sent me some WhatsApps on earlier today, which I've got on here, which is this is you outside the ground,
That's yeah,
and that's the stadium itself. That's
yeah.
a view from the stadium. I don't think I've got the other ones on here. No, I haven't. But talk to us about the stadium. You and Terry went up, and we done the same when we went to St. Gallen. It's the type of thing that quite a few the old school Arsenal uh, do before a game in the morning before they hit the pubs.
Yeah, it's to describe the stadium. I would say I've got Terry next to me, by the way. Say hello, Tel.
Hello, Tel.
Hello.
Terry.
Hello, mate.
I, I'm looking for Terry for agreement here, but the ground would be like probably a what do they call it? What's the like a National League ground? It holds about 8,000. It's a tidy little ground, proper football stadium. The away end tonight is totally uncovered, and at the moment it's not. Actually, the sun's poked his head out here, so that's a first for today. But the away end is totally uncovered. I've been moved into a corporate area, so I
Yeah,
should be
yeah,
all
yeah,
right. Cool.
I heard about this that you're too posh now. Who are you smoozing with now that you're going corporate?
Who's told you this then? Who's the supergrass? Is
I
it our
I
tell
have
next to me? It is. I
no,
can tell.
I have my sources. Somebody at Arsenal Football Club contacted me and said, "Do you know Terry? Do you know that Trev is going into corporate? Don't let him know." I knew 2 or 3 days ago, mate.
Yeah, of course you did. Yeah,
I have contacts. I knew you.
I've
Well, how
had,
did you?
I've had a little upgrade because they love me. They think I'm a great lad. So
Maybe
I'm
because you
under the
chucked all
covers
your
tonight.
toys out of your pram. Maybe you chucked all your toys out of your
Oh,
pram. You got upgraded.
well, do you know what, Fergie? It's funny you should say that, and it's a good point to make, mate. That I didn't chuck all my toys out my
No, you
pram. I
didn't.
had a constructive chat with Arsenal Football Club, didn't I? And about what they were doing with the tickets they hadn't sold, and they ended up listening to us, and a few more people got tickets. So that was really good. I think if I'd have chucked my toy out my pram and sworn and shouted and ranted, they'd have probably said, "Go away on your bike. We don't want to know," you know. So I'm very happy that quite a few of the lads got, not many, but a few more lads got tickets because they released a few more. So I'm over the moon, and I'm undercover tonight. I'm nice and dry tonight, and our tail's going to get a bit wet. Look, he's got his swimming shorts on underneath his top. But
Tell
it's actually
tell
now.
I just disowned myself from him if I were you. I would totally disown myself.
Terry said Terry's not listening. He can't hear you because I've got my
Okay,
earphones in.
okay,
But
yeah, don't worry.
Fergus says you've got to go and get me a beer, Tell. That's
No, I
what Fergus
didn't. No,
said.
I didn't. No, I didn't. He'll watch this
He
back
can't.
and he'll say,
He, he can't hear you at the moment. So I mean, good. It's good. Yeah, just looking out the window over the water and the sun's come out. It's actually quite pleasant at the moment. I don't know how long it's going
well,
to last.
it's not due to. I looked at the weather forecast. It's not due to rain tonight until probably the second half. So it might start off quite well. So you took the walk
Yeah.
from the stadium this morning. Then you went to the Comfort Hotel to get your tickets, and you've obviously stayed in the bar and had a few libations. En route, you said you bumped into some people en route, and they were very, very happy to see Arsenal fans.
Yeah, well, there was a few. We've had some lovely chats with some Bodo fans today, but there was one young lad in particular. I don't know how old was he still, 14, 15. Come up to us with an half and half scarf around his neck, kissing the Arsenal badge. He was from Bodo, just wanted to chat really, and said that he's a massive Arsenal fan and he wanted the Arsenal to win, but he didn't want to upset his friends. So I said to him, "Well, I think it'll be a draw. That'll be best for all of us." And he went, "Yes, yeah, yes, yeah, yeah." But they're lovely people, Fed, that would be made extremely welcome. And all the old Arsenal fans are having a great time. Absolutely.
And
I'm trying to go on.
obviously, you when we went to St. Gallen, we went to the club shop, and you always like to get a little token, like a pin badge or something like that. Show us your half and half scarf, Trev.
Oh, yeah, I've been talking to Terry then. And Phil,
No,
can you
you
go and get
you
your half and half scarf, Phil?
you no
Because yeah,
you told me earlier you got a scarf, and I said to you, it's
I,
not a half and half. It's not a half and half one. And I went, oh, a half and half scarf's okay when you're in Europe away. So I
yeah,
assumed that you had a
oh,
half and
right,
half scarf. You see?
okay. Well, I don't mind putting it out there, Fergus. I think that when you come to places like this and you've got like an Arsenal room at home, like I have, an half and half scarf is totally acceptable. We're never going to come back here again. It's a good memento of the day, and they were 30 quid each for a scarf. So I normally get a pin badge. I've got a pin badge as well, which was another 11 quid. So I don't
Flipping
mind, mate.
heck.
I'd never buy an half and half scarf in the UK. I don't think they fit. I think they're quite embarrassing actually. But when you're in places like this, that's it, mate. It will. I'll buy them and I'll keep them at home as little mementos and
And
of where I've
And
been.
Arnie's asked in the chat. I haven't got my glasses on, Arnie, so I'm trying to read this on
Uh,
my phone. Have you tried the fish?
is that dry fish? It's difficult to get hold of, mate. You you go in all the restaurants and or in the cafe bars, and I've asked for dry fish here, whale meat, and they don't have it. Haven't got it. You what? Don't you want that? Yeah, I love one. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, more important things happening than Fergus. Terry offered to buy me
Yeah,
a beer.
lit, flicking hell,
I
Jesus.
nearly, I nearly fell off my chair, but
Jesus, I don't know if we're able to eat my lunch now.
He's at the bar now, trying to find his plastic.
Oh, you're in the
Oh,
shit. You are absolutely in the shit.
oh my lord, what on earth is she doing? Oh, Ferg. Oh my lord. She's gonna. I love you, swear. Donna, I love you. Donna,
Donna,
I've got
don't
you.
worry. He's got you an even better gift. He's got you an even better gift.
Ferg, I can't talk about football now. Can't talk about football now. I love you, sweetheart, very much. I've only had
No,
about
sorry,
2
I'm married.
pints. I've only had about 2 pints, Ferg. I've got 2 pints done, that's it. And I've got you a lovely present, sweetheart. Oh, well, actually, I'm going to get one now, definitely.
you,
Yeah.
you have to. You've been done.
Unbelievable. Well,
Right.
who told my beautiful wife we're on here? You did that. Oh, was it Ben Bennett? I bet it was Ben Bennett told her. Like,
Um, no, it pops up on Facebook and YouTube. She subscribes to the channel, of course. So, yeah.
nightmare.
So you're going corporate tonight, so that will save you some money that you can spend on Donna's present.
Yeah, I've got.
What's the expectations of lineups? I've seen some lineups, lot of changes. There's even one in the Sun, and they had Shaka playing. I do not want to see him. I know we talked about it last night after you left. I don't want to see him anywhere near a plastic pitch myself.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, you know, Ferg. Oh, the Bodo fans that we've spoken to, they're quite disappointed that Jesus hasn't made the trip. They're expecting to see a strong Arsenal side, and I've been saying to them, boys, don't be disappointed. You're not going to see. You're going to see a good Arsenal side because I think we're solid right through the ranks now. But I've been saying to them, you're not going to find a top Arsenal side turning up. With a plastic Pittsburgh, who knows? We were told today that the Arsenal were offered the chance to train on the plastic pitch last night, and they turned it down. They did some training on an indoor pitch. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just one of the stewards said to us. So who knows? Oh, how is everyone getting on here so quickly?
They subscribe. That's what they do. It comes up. So listen, before we go, because I'm not going to keep you on for ages, because you've got shopping to do. Clearly,
I'm in so much trouble.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. What do you reckon on the score tonight then?
I will be very happy if we come away from Bodo with a draw, Fergus. I'll be very happy indeed if we come away from here with a draw. I think it'll be a good result. It's a difficult place, difficult pitch. We've not got our strongest side out. I'm a bit the opposite to you. It wouldn't surprise me if we don't see Xhaka for a part of the game. Obviously, every Norwegian we've spoken to are desperate to see Martin Odegaard on the pitch. He's an absolute hero here in Norway, Odegaard. All they talk about is Odegaard playing, is Odegaard here, you know. So we think that Terry's just showed me the price of them 2 beers. They're £9.43p each. Where were we? Yeah, they'll be devastated if they don't see Odegaard for a while. So I'd imagine he'll show his face maybe from the substitute bench. But it'll be much the same team as we've seen in the Europa League all season. But they're a battling team, aren't they, our lads? It's not like it used to be. If we set a second team out, we thought they were going to get turned over. I think that if we put a second team out, we can still capable of getting a result here. You know? And I think we will. Yeah. I think we'll get at least a draw. I'm looking at 1-1, to be honest, though.
To be honest, we talked about it again after you went last night. I'd like us to win and top the group and basically seal our qualification tonight. As you say, a draw wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. 1-1 draw. Then we've got the 2 PSV games back to back. We can concentrate on the home game. And if we win that home game, then we're playing sailing top of the group and we don't have to worry about Champions League dropouts. And you look at last night, you got Juventus who are in a bit of trouble. You got Barcelona who are in a bit of trouble. You know. So
took the words out of my mouth, mate. You took the words out of my mouth. I mean, you look at who's struggling in that Champions League. You know, you're looking at Juve, you're looking at Atletico, you're looking at Barca. You know, so it's getting more and more important that we win our group. Not that any of them teams frighten me. Oh, excuse me, I burped again, Peg.
That's more gas than apologise.
That's about 40 quid's worth I just burped up then. Anyway, yeah. So it is important, I think, that we win our group because although I'm not scared of any team with our Arsenal team at the moment, win the group, and we avoid them in the next round, and then we move on. I'm so excited. I'm just going to dwell a minute, Ferg, and drift away from this game in general. That the feeling among every Arsenal fan I've seen here, and as you know, I've not been able to go to every home game this year. I've been struggling. I'm struggling here, if I'm honest, but I'm not missing this. But every Arsenal fan I've seen here, and there's 300 or 400 of us here. Every Arsenal fan is in a state of excitement. None of them, there's none of them are down. None of them are worried. None of them are saying the old things like, "Oh God, it's the Arsenal. What might happen? What could happen? If only we had this. If only we had that." That's all gone away, Fergus. It's all gone away. It's all positive. It's all happy Arsenal fans talking about what a great team we've got. Talking about what the future holds. Unbelievable, mate. It's a wonderful atmosphere at the moment among Arsenal fans, and thankfully, 2 weeks' time, we're Eindhoven away. I'll be able to enjoy that atmosphere. Not only with my good friend Terry, who's here next to me, but you as well, mate. I missed you, to be honest.
Yeah, to be honest, as I said when we opened this out, seeing yourself and Terry taking the photographs that you put through on the WhatsApp, and seeing like JW and all the people, Albert and so on, putting their different tweets up. And just gone, Jesus Christ, only 3 weeks ago I was with all of them out in Switzerland. I've got the bug bad, man, and I probably would have sold a left kidney, although my kidney wouldn't go for very much these days, to be out there today. I'd probably need to sell the left and the right one to afford the amount of beer that we normally drink when we're there.
To be honest with you, if you were selling a kidney, I'd probably need to buy it at the moment, mate. It's do me a deal.
Listen, I'm going to let you go, but before we go, I'm just going to get you in the mood for tonight.
Thanks for that, Ferg. I've got to find the tissues now. You know it does me, don't you? You know it does me.
I don't know if the start bit would come out or not properly, but
I had a wonderful flight yesterday. I flew. I had my earphones in.
Donna's listening.
I had Catherine Jenkins going for a while, and then I had a bit of North London Forever, and then Catherine Jenkins and North London Forever. And I was listening away, but all the time, all I could think about was missing my beautiful wife, Ferg. How much I love her, and I miss her very much. And
£30 scarf. £30 scarf.
Just got to shoot her out to the shop. Yeah, brilliant.
Right. You enjoy the rest of the evening. Keep in touch. I'll be watching and I'll be listening for, in particular, the noise to come out of the corporate section of the because I know the Arsenal boys will make some noise, but I want to hear some noise at the corporate section and see if you're worth your salt.
Do you know what? If before you go, the noise those Bodo fans made in the Emirates last week, and talking to loads of them here today that were at the Emirates. Half the city was at the Emirates last week.
Yeah, the 5% of the total population was there.
Yeah. The Arsenal fans are going to have to work hard to make themselves heard, because there's going to be like 400 Arsenal and 7,500 Bodo fans, and I think every one of them will be lively. Every one of them's excited. I said it earlier. They're all excited. The Arsenal were in town, not any football club, not your Tottenham little club or your little Man United club. The Arsenal are in town, and this town is up for it. They're loving it, and I'm loving being here, to be honest, mate. And long may it continue. I hope we have a great night with them. I hope they have a great night, but I hope we beat.
Brilliant, mate. Okay, just got a message from an inside source. Guarantee you won't hear the prawn sandwich section.
Oh my lord, that's not my. Is that Terry? Yeah, it's Terry. I'm looking at his phone now. Arsehole he is.
Listen, Enjoy your night, mate. I'll leave you with that.
Cheers.
You've been listening to Guns and Yellow Ribbons, an Arsenal podcast by Arsenal fans for Arsenal fans. Follow us on Facebook at Guns and Yellow Ribbons and Twitter at Guns and Ribbons. And remember to rate and review us too.